So welcome to this video. It's been one I've wanted to make for a while now. Now what I want to do is obviously just a short video, cold calling basically. I'm going in pure blind. I'm not, I've got no information on who the contacts are. I'm literally just going on a job board and I'm finding companies recruiting for German speakers. So what I want to do is find this company, I've sift through this one. I think they're quite a large company if I'm not mistaken. And what I want to do is just give a call, test the waters. They've obviously got probably a few positions lined up. I'll check their careers page. So yeah, let's give them a call. I just need to find a number. Contact us possibly. Yeah, there's two ways to go about it. First one is obviously just see if I can get through to anyone. Obviously deal with them, talk to them. Or literally, this is a customer service number. Or I can obviously...
Welcome to Milliken Customer Service. Please note that calls are monitored and recorded for training and quality assurance purposes.
Good morning, Milliken. Jodie speaking.
Hi, good morning. It's Kada here. I'm just wondering if I could talk to someone, if you can assist me. It's regarding the German-speaking customer service position. Do you know if anyone's available?
You need to let me put you through to reception. Just bear me 1 sec.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Sorry.
Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, just bear with me. I'm just actually going to put you through to our to the customer services team leader because she's available. Just bear me 1 second.
Thank you so much. Sorry, could I be clear as well? I'm calling from a recruitment agency as well. Would she still take the call?
Right, okay, just bear with me.
Thank you.
Hello, can I help you?
Hi, good morning. Yeah, possibly you can. My name's Kada Ahmed. It's just a very quick call. I don't think we've ever spoke before. I'm calling from a language-based recruitment agency. Just wanted to, give a quick call. I've came across an advert you're recruiting for a German speaker in Wigan.
Yeah.
I just wondered if you ever use agencies to sort of source candidates at all.
We do. Let me start again. Traditionally, we do use agencies that we have previous partnerships with.
Okay.
However, the way that we recruit has changed across the board because we have several plants in different countries, and they've now decided that it needs to be standardised in the way that we recruit, so we have to follow what is now being rolled out to all the countries. And this portal is now our standard way of recruiting.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean to say that we wouldn't necessarily look at using... Sorry, what was the name of your company that you represent?
No problem. It's Origin Multilingual.
Origin Multilingual.
Yes. So myself, the reason I was pretty much prompted, I recruit for a lot of German-speaking positions in Manchester. So I do have an existing candidate pool, and it wouldn't be the case of you waiting 2 weeks to get a CV or anyone suitable. Pretty much exactly the same position I am recruiting for in that area.
Right. What would need to happen is any agencies or anybody that we deal with needs to go through our procurement department, because obviously they'd need to have a look at the contracts that you're offering, the fees, etc., etc. Now then, the person that would deal with it, she's not in today. What I can do is, if you want to drop me an email, I'll happily pass on your details because I'm the person that's responsible for doing the recruiting for that particular position. So obviously I'm keen to fill the position as soon as possible. So if you could drop me an email, and I will send an introductory email to my colleague. And it may be that in that email you want to send over what your standard T's and C's are along with your rates, and
Yeah, I
it'll
was gonna
kind of
suggest
just
that
help
as well.
speed
Yeah.
up the process. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, in terms of that, I'll give a brief summary of our sort of service as well, and just some
yeah,
information about us as well as the email, or the terms and conditions. We are running a 12% introductory rate as well, so I'll be happy to offer that for any position you have at the moment, which is, well below the sort of industry standard. So I'll put that in our sort of standard terms.
if you could, and
Yeah.
also I'm assuming probably included in that will be a retention period. So,
Yes,
for example,
absolutely.
if somebody doesn't stay, they go, do we get a discount, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. That would be great.
Absolutely.
I'll give you my email address.
Yep.
Now then, just off the back of that, just to give you a bit of a head up, potentially we're looking to recruit 2 positions. Ideally, we would like somebody that has French and German. But we are willing to accept just a German speaker if they've got experience in dealing with international trade, letters of credit and that type of thing.
Okay. I
So
mean,
the stronger candidate is going to be somebody with French and German.
Yeah. So you'd obviously want them to be sort of trilingual with English as well?
Yes.
Okay. The only thing with that, I've done that in the past as well, sort of trilingual people. You might have a little dip on one of the languages. So you might get 2 sort of fluent level, but one of them might be sort of intermediate.
I mean, we on my team currently, I do have 2 people that obviously are proficient, but I know that it is unusual. So, for example, I have one that's a professional interpreter. I have a lady that was born on the French-German border.
Yeah.
Although she actually sounds as though she comes from Newcastle, to be honest.
That's fantastic.
So I know we are quite lucky. Can you give me a rough indication of what the salary expectation is?
Sort
from
of this
what
area,
you've seen in the market?
Yeah, so I'm recruiting in this area. It's anywhere between 18 and 21, 22. It's that sort of range. I mean, the 18, 19, you're going to struggle. 20, 21, 22 would be a good figure, I would suggest, definitely.
Right.
For the salary. Obviously on a full-time 37.5 hours, 40 hours.
Yeah. I will say the calibre of candidates that we expect, it does need to be high. They do need to be able, I mean, when I interview people, I always say this is not a job for the faint-hearted.
Yeah.
It's a very demanding role. You do need to multitask. You do need to prioritise. It is extremely demanding. That's all that I would say. So I'm not looking for somebody that's just got the language skills. They need the ability to do the role as well.
Yeah, I totally
But drop
agree.
me an email,
Absolutely,
and I'll certainly pass that on to my colleague as an introduction.
All right, fantastic, Joe. I appreciate
that. Is that all right?
Can I ask as well?
No
Yeah, that's
problem.
fantastic. How would be the best way to follow up with you? I don't want to, call you every day and say, "Oh, have you got my terms?" Do you want me to wait for you to come
No, just
back?
do it by email.
Okay.
But I don't mind a phone call in a week's time or anything like
Fantastic. That's
that.
brilliant.
That's fine.
All right, Joe. Thank you for your time.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. And hopefully, we can get something in place.
No problem. Speak soon.
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
So, yeah, that was a call. Didn't expect it to go, semi-well. That was pretty decent, in fact. So that's definitely, I saw buying signals on that call. She's happy with the rate. She didn't, mention anything about that. She's obviously got to pass it on to the team. I didn't quite get what she meant about the procurement team would be someone that reviews. It will be this sort of legal team that will look through the documentation as well. So I'm going to drop her an email with some information. Please don't email her yourself as well. I might try and blank out that particular email address and then take it from there. So this position is obviously she's been looking for a while. It seems like a very good company. I probably should have mentioned the size of the company as well. My company that I'm representing as well, and take it from there. So the French, German would be difficult to find, someone that's trilingual. She would have to pay a premium for that, which I'll obviously go through with her, but it's not unheard of. So hope you enjoyed the call. I'm glad my first call went well. I don't feel like I need to make any more. So let me know your thoughts. Probably everyone's going to cuss me and say, oh, you should have said this, you should have said that. So that's pretty much how easy it is. First call of the day to get something in line.